Ready when you are, CB. Do I start in Canada or Mexico?
It's we didn't do Animal Kingdom.
You really hate us?
You folks probably didn't know this. Some of you did. I don't know. Theme Park Thursday with Dillos Diz sort of reminds me of the cork in the wine bottle, like the island. The island was the cork, the wine in the bottle was hell, and that cork was keeping hell from being unleashed. So if you're paying attention to the podcast of Theme Park Thursday with Dillos Diz, understand that you're partaking in more than just a podcast. It is a gate of hell.
Frank.
Jen.
Rob.
Angela. Me. Lexi.
Stephers. Troy.
Sal.
All right, it's night 7. Why do I feel like I'm in secret?
I don't know because it's getting darker.
It's getting darker.
Oh, it's because of this.
Yeah.
All right, it's night 7.
It's night 7. We're here at O'Gill's Pub. Jen is having her final Nigel sequel.
Right, which is it's a spin of the Sunny original. We're having lighting set up.
Gelman
all
is
around.
setting up lighting here at O'Gill's. You look better that way. You look better like that. There you go. We're looking good.
Yeah.
All right, we should get ready. So here's the happy recap of the last couple days, because we did day 4, we did day 5, and now it's day 7. Working backwards because I'm not going to remember, right? So day 7, Castaway Key. Do you say K or Key?
Castaway Key. I think I say Key automatically, but sometimes then I force the K.
Yeah. So
Can we take a vote? Castaway Key or K?
It's Key.
What does Georgia say?
Castaway K. It's Castaway Key.
Key.
Key. Key.
Key.
Key. Well, we know how we're spelling it.
Right.
K.
Okay. Let's set Key. See.
Making it all official.
We had it right.
So cut short this morning due to some
winds.
threatening skies and high winds.
Yes.
Jen. This is not going to go well. This impromptu recording with a whole peanut gallery over there.
This will be the
Yeah,
finale.
Statler and Waldorf are over there. Gelman, Mrs. Dillo, Mama and Papa Dillo, and Georgia.
And Georgia, we're all here. It's fantastic. Oh, Georgia!
Oh, here she comes.
Yay, Georgia!
I don't know. Who wants? Genevieve, you want to do the intro? You intro. I feel like you should do the intro.
All aboard the choo-choo train, all aboard the choo-choo train, all aboard the choo-choo train, all aboard, choo-choo!
Here he is!
Yes! Hey guys! How's everybody doing today?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Silver! All right.
So Theron, explain to me how does T-Rex fit in? How does what's the other one that's there?
Rainforest.
Theron, can you just explain? I love this explanation.
Sure. Well, contextually, because we were dealing with businesses and 3 properties that existed, and we had to develop one story that unified everything. As you might imagine, there was some pretty big challenges. How does that fit? How does the West Side fit? How do these 2 seemingly restaurants that don't seemingly fit into the storyline or the idea that a town grew up over time. And so I got that same question from George Kalogridis, who was president of Walt Disney World and was heavily involved in the Disney Springs project. And he asked me that question. All right, okay, great, all these work, but how do these two fit in the storyline? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, George, if you think about towns as they develop, there's always a bone or that they find, or an interesting animal, or a roadside circus. I mean, look at Gatorland. Look at all of these Ringling, right? Started as a circus, roadside kind of circus. I said these two restaurants represent that sort of regional roadside, if you will, entertainment that sprang up. Rainforest Cafe could have been over a geothermal vent, and that's why you've got your volcano. And as Adam and Brian said, they could have found a bone there, and they built T-Rex. So we categorize both of those in that way, because if you look at the design of them, they're very theatrically done. They're not meant to be, this is a boneyard where you dig for bones. It's theatrically presented. So we felt that was a good fit with the story for everything else.
How does a Dillo do Hogsmeade? I'm about to take a hard left turn because I got to change the screen.
Oh,
hard left, but I'm right-handed, so
because I'm about to bring this up for our next segment.
It's in the attic.
Wow! Ow! You should have me record that next time. I'm just saying.
Oh, all right. All right. Add it to the list.
In 1990, studios started to come on board. Universal Studios opened, and that had a lot of acting roles, a lot of comedians, the Horror Makeup Show, Murder, She Wrote Show, a lot of the Ghostbusters. There was a lot of different actor shows. And the same thing happened at MGM Studios, #always.
Wow. We already love you, Alice. We love you.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Always. MGM Studios. So Disney's MGM Studios had these Streetmosphere characters, right? And then there were a lot of different acting shows going on. And so then that started to develop in other parks as well around Disney. So suddenly there were all these actors flooding Central Florida. All of these people coming down here that were real character actors, real comedians like me. They weren't, pretty princesses, which I never was. I was never going to be Cinderella. I was always going to be the fairy godmother since the time I was 18. Never going to be Cinderella, ever. So that's really when it started for me in 1990, was I started auditioning for the theme parks. And that really felt right to me. I think it kind of got a bad rap, like, oh, you're a theme park actor, you're not a real actor. But for me, the concept of rehearsing for weeks, months, sometimes some people even rehearse for there was one group that was doing a 10-month rehearsal. I wanted to poke my eyes out. Yeah. But when you do theme park acting, you rehearse for, a week would be long. Right. Because you're there for an 8-hour day. You rehearse without the audience. You need to get the audience. You need to get in front of an audience as soon as possible because you're incorporating the audience. Yeah. So then you rehearse maybe 2-3 days, and then you just start getting in front of an audience. But then you're performing. At Universal, I performed 13 shows a day at Murder, She Wrote. Started at Disney, 5 shows a day. Hollywood Holiday Storytellers, I was 8 shows a day. So it was just performing. And so that's one of the things that I really, really loved about it. That was a better difference for me than regional theater or touring shows. It was different every time. You were out there with the audience, engaging with them. And there just wasn't a lot of what my friend Tommy used to call GRT, green room time. Like, just not a lot of hanging around backstage doing nothing.
It's interesting that that the perception was like, oh, you're a theme park actor or whatever. Meanwhile, it had such an effect on our lives to watch all the theme park actors. Like, it was the coolest thing to see and watch and experience. And like you're saying, to me, it's almost even more, it's a bigger deal, and there's more work behind it because you're rehearsing and then you're getting out there and like, let's see how all this goes, and it's a quicker turnaround. So, but
that makes me want to hug you.
Yeah.
Rock and roll flute song play. All right. What's your name? Frank. Who? Frank. Frank? Yeah. Okay, here you go, Frank. Got my 50-string guitar here. Today is Frank's birthday. Yabba dabba doo. Happy birthday to you, Frank. Woo-hoo.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frank. Happy blessed 50th birthday to you.